Everybody, what I'm going to start doing as far as the design concepts go is start off by producing a crate, and this crate is going to be long and narrow for the incense stick holders to get some sort of proportion right. That's why we do our crates, and we know that the incense stick holders are essentially going to be long and narrow. I'm making my crates slightly darker using my HB pencil, and the main reason for that is so that you can see them in the video tutorial, but we don't want really heavy lines, because when we come to add our colour tone, all that happens is we get these awful grey lines. So I'll just rotate that round. There's the ends, there we go. Okay, so what we need to do inside this crate now is get our actual design. Yeah, I'm happy with that. If not, of course, if I'm pressing on quite lightly, I can actually remove any sort of errors and redo them. But like I've said to you, we don't want to see these dark lines. So for this design concept, I want to make it symmetrical. I'm going to start off with a slightly pointed end, there and there. And at this end here, I'm going to put two little marks there and bring this down to a point. There we go. So we've got one end. I'm going to put in the little hole, which will appear as a slight oval. That's where the incense stick itself is going to sit. And then I'm going to just bring that in there at a slight angle and take it down towards there at a slight angle. And where that meets, I'll put a little mark there. All these marks, these little lines, they're there to guide me, to help me end up with this. I suppose it's a bit of a tie tape type shape really. And that's my first design concept done. Not going to mess about with it too much. That's the first one done. So I'm going to do one now across this part of the page. Also bearing in mind that I've got all of this room around the outside that I can annotate in. So across the page here, I'm going to rotate the page because I find it a little bit easier to draw from top to bottom, so, or bottom to top, depending how you're seated. Also make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you can see what you're doing, and again my HB pencil, there we go. I'll put my centre line in while I'm running a series of parallel lines. Again, it's purely there to help with the formatting, the layout and the proportion. I'm happy with that. I think I'll just take that a little bit longer. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to rotate my page and make sure we've got the ends right. Okay, so I'm going to do my second design now. I'm going to start off with a rounded edge there. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is I'll just rotate this. I'm going to work bottom to top or top to bottom. I'm going to take that rounded into there and then round it again. And then round it again. I'm not pressing on too hard. This top here to about there, I'm going to take that gradually down there, nice and rounded. I'm going to take that up there now on that side there, and then bring that around from the end there into there. Again, this is just a very, very simple shape. It isn't anything. It's just what we refer to as a design concept. It's an idea. It's not right, it's not wrong. It's just a simple thought, an idea that can later on be developed. And there's my sort of second design concept. That's going to be the top end where the incense stick itself fits in. So things to remember is get your crate sketched out in proportion. Nice lightweight construction lines with your HB pencil. If they're not correct, get your eraser, remove them, but that's all about getting the proportions correct. So we've got this long and narrow box or crate because we've got a long, narrow object or design to actually put in them, actually into it. And that's basically how to just construct faintly your design concepts. Thank you.